As you can see, we're getting our first serious snow of the year. Things just started a little bit over an hour ago. Good thing we got some indoor work today. Time to dig into a new train collection.
All right, we just got this from our distributor. So we got some HO Norfolk Southern cabooses. Then we got a bunch of N-scale engines. We got Reading and Pennsylvania. We got both sound and non-sound. And then a bunch of Atlas Trainman hoppers. So we got Burlington Northern, Reading and Northern, Norfolk Southern, Rock Island, Conrail, Canadian National, Union Pacific, and C&O Chessie. So look for that on the website.
I'm going to be using our sorting zone for the first time for a new collection, so that's exciting. We got this room all cleared out, ready to go. So let's take a look. Oh, 1 second. Let's check it out. Well, it's almost all clear, but this is the clearest it's been so far. So this is going to be our sorting zone. And then once we're done with this collection, we're going to actually finish this room. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have some better tables in here. But this is, between this and the other room, we're going to have plenty of room to be able to sort. So I'm excited about that. Let's get going into this collection. Alright, the first thing we got is a bunch of freight cars in here, so we're gonna see what they're all about. And we also have a big box that's full of freight cars as well. So I can't wait. Oh, I like that Western Maryland I just uncovered. Okay, my first job is to move all this stuff into the room that's empty, and that's exactly how we have a room that's full of stuff. We move more stuff into an empty room. It's kind of an ongoing process here at Trains in the Valley.
A lot of these are in really nice condition. Like this is a pretty cool BAR car.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, what Victoria noticed is a lot of these, or at least a couple, are red caboose. We don't see them a lot, so they're nice detail and really delicate cars.
In this collection, pretty much almost everything had metal wheels so far. This one is probably the only one that's plastic. Knuckle couplers. So, at least so far.
Well, the snow definitely did some damage overnight. I was up shoveling a little bit. Now I'm going to try to get into the train facility here. Yeah, that's a good, 8-9 inches depending on how it drifted. It's really a wet snow too. It was really heavy to shovel. Alright, well, soon enough it's train time again. It's day 2 of sorting. We're gonna see how many cool freight cars we can find today and get them listed on the website this week. We got a train storage box. Let's see what's in here. Alright, I got one more bin to finish here. So far we got all these are kits, which we're going to be doing next time. Those are some locomotives over there, should be interesting. We got parts. We got some serious Katy gearboxes here. Well, it's Monday morning and we're back to shipping some orders. I know it's been a little bit. December, it was busy, but we survived. We're still here. So let's see what's on the plate for today. Right off the bat, I forgot to film all this, but these were a bunch of Katy orders. That was great. Before that, I emptied out all these strawberry trays. As you guys know, we love these things for storing trains. So they're empty, so now we can fill them up again. If you've been following our website in the last few weeks, we've been turning out building after building. We probably had about 300 buildings, and here's what's left. So definitely well over half already sold. they just flew off the shelves, which we were happy about because at first we didn't really know how to store them too well. But now we figured out these awesome office paper boxes. They are great for that. So we're always trying to innovate. And speaking of innovation, I just wanted to share a quick update about our new setup down here in the shipping zone. Things have been going really well. We got to expand into some new boxes because we've been getting some different kinds of items. So yeah, we've been storing more. It's definitely been a lot more efficient. My dad's been helping us out for about an hour every morning. He's been making boxes for us, and that really saves a lot of time. And he was a machine today. Look at all these boxes he turned out. That's really good, and he's just getting started. And finally, into Victoria's zone here, we can have a glimpse of what we sold. Sold a ton of Bowser today, a couple O-scale things. We already packed up a few things that we did because, again, we're rusty, we forgot. We sold a ton of stock cars out of the blue. Sometimes they're a little slow. We had these forever, and all of a sudden, they just all flew off the shelves. So that's the main thing. Got some stuff that my dad sold. He's an eBay guy too. I do his shipments, so we stay really busy. So Victoria, how's it going?
It's going good.
Turning out those notes.
Yep, Michael got a note.
All right, what we got there? That was
It was a Burlington Northern River Rossi passenger car.
very cool. Well, good morning. It's Wednesday. I got up at 5 a.m. this morning in order to get some picking and shipping done before we leave. We're going to both our train shops today, and we have some big news to deliver. But it's not a bad thing, so we'll talk a little bit about that later. Okay, it's shipping time. We're back from our trip, so we really got to dig into this stuff. But we got a nice assortment, all different kinds of things here, so it's go time.
We got some O-scale stuff going out and some Marks items and all kinds of things going out today. We got to shout out a customer on our website, Greg. He probably snatched all these Katie wheels and couplers probably within like 30 minutes of me relisting them on our website, and he wiped us out of 520s and Katie bulk packs. So shout out Greg, you are the customer of the week. You're the man. You're awesome. We appreciate your support on our website.
So yesterday we took a trip to our shops, as I mentioned before. The first thing we did is we had to go to our mechanic.
It was for brakes. So it was the works for brakes.
It was hilarious because we've been through this many times before. We know that we usually just drop off the van.
So we're there, we give the guy the key, and he's like, do you want to take my car? Huh? He's like, this is gonna be like 3 hours. This isn't gonna be done till like noon.
So we figure we're gonna get our errands done, get everything completed that we have to. Like, all right, this will work out.
I guess we'll take this car. So I see this car, and it's like an old car. It sits super low. I have a van. Love it. Sits high. This car sits like down on the ground practically.
It was so funny. She's like, I have no idea how to drive this thing.
It's a Lincoln Town car, a 97.
And I'm like, you know what? By then you're gonna love it. You're gonna love this car. I just know it. You have a taste for classic vehicles.
I'm like nervous. I'm like driving someone else's car. So we made it to Cove Barn, and we had just a few things to stock.
It's a whole switcheroo of vehicles. Well, remember I showed you guys, I'm holding this cool piece of paper and we'll talk about it later. Well, that piece of paper was in the van.
So had to find a piece of paper and a pen, and it doesn't look glamorous, but the sign was saying that we are closing our location at Coat Barn.
Now, this isn't really a surprise to us. We've been talking about this for some time actually. We just weren't sure at what point we were going to pull the trigger on it. And I'm glad that we had a location there.
It brought in so many customers that we are very close with now. We have great rapport with them. They're great customers. They're good friends now. And some of them are just so much fun. I'm just thinking of a few in my head specifically. But it was an awesome experience being there. And it's definitely a train vibe in that town because it's literally right across from train tracks.
So we're going to be taking all those products that are left over at the end of February and we'll be merging it with our Elizabethville location.
They're honestly almost competing with each other because they're 30 minutes apart from each other. So we really just wanted to rein it in and jam-pack full one of them. And we chose Elizabethville location because A, it was our first location, we're there longest, and it's closer to us.
And then eventually, if you've been following our channel, you know that we're building our own awesome, huge, massive, great train shop. So eventually that's the end game plan.
But please bear with us, and we know that you'll love our Elizabethville location too.
Alright, awesome. We got all these covered hoppers and open hoppers done. Right now we're busy. We're sorting a bunch of stuff. Now we're trying to get all the wooden boxcars and the steel boxcars separated because it makes it easier for us to list them. So as you can see, Victoria's hard at work trying to determine what's what, and we're moving on to boxcars. So we had a bunch of nice things and we'll be showing you them at the end of the video, and they'll be available on our website for sale immediately. Right now we're about 20 minutes away from our next YouTube live layout hangout. I'm going to be doing some work on the layout. I got to clear some major space in the next 15 minutes. So that's a new thing that we're doing here every Thursday night live here on YouTube. Well, good morning. It's Friday and we had our awesome layout hangout show last night. Really had a blast. Not everything went to plan. You guys can watch back the footage. I was trying to work on the layout a little bit, but I didn't quite seem to have the right piece of track that I needed. Well, guess what I found about 10 minutes after the show? The packages that I had set in another location for the show. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So I got this curve from a collection that we recently bought. It's a 33 1/4 18-degree radius. So when I hooked it up to the switch, I'm like, oh, this isn't the right curve. It was pretty obvious. And my program was calling for a 12 degree, so I got really confused for some reason. But that's because a while back I wanted to do this project, and this is why organization is key. I actually had exactly what I needed, and I could have went along as planned last night, but I forgot about these. So Bachmann makes the full version, as you saw, but they also make a part that's 2/3 and 1/3 of that curve. So you have 6 degrees and you have 12 degrees, and the full being 18. So the 12 is actually what I needed. So I was planning ahead at some point and had purchased this, so I was ready for building the intermodal yard. So I guess we'll just have to wait to see it in its full glory. But it does look like I have the pieces that I need, so that's exciting and that's good news. Definitely still had fun though, it was a blast, and we're working out all the kinks of the live shows and all that stuff. But we'll get there. It's going to be a lot of fun, and like I said last night, we'll look back on these early shows and say, man, we were amateurs. Alright, we're going to have an easy task ahead of us with shipping today. We sold a really nice 3-pack of PFE cars, Lionel there. Container set. Here's a Western Maryland flat car, MTH. Couple containers there, some Cadies. Union Pacific, actually going to different people, ironically, and a police station. So me and Victoria, we're going to get this knocked out pretty quickly here, and then we're going to finish up listing the new items for the week, which I'm really excited about. It's such a wonderful collection. Alright, we had a really good session the last 2 days and we got a lot of this collection done. So it's going to be up on the website by the time you're seeing this video. I was a little concerned because this was a pretty intense collection. So many good pieces. You guys can see what's all there. So next time, this is going to be kits. We got some locomotives over here, all kinds of goodies in there. We have tons of parts and different things like that. More stuff down here. We got some passenger cars, really nice box cars there. More box cars and various freight. Got some empty containers. And there's even a brass caboose hidden in here too. So we're looking forward to that. Now here's the thing, guys. You know how our warehouse gets. We have boxes all over the place and everything. Well, guess what? Things are changing. A big change for us. Here's the new rule. We have all this stuff that needs to get done. We can't move on to anything else until everything's complete. Everything needs to be done. So we're gonna start a collection, finish a collection, and then move on. With that system in place, we're never gonna have boxes for years and years and stuff keeps getting moved around and things like that. It's gonna really make it a lot easier to be able to keep all the parts together. So the big question is, how long will it take to finish this collection? Hopefully a week or two, because guys, we're already booking like March when it comes to buying collections. We have so many collections. This is definitely going to be our biggest year yet. We'll see you guys in the next video. Check out the website and see what we all got. See you guys next time.